Guys, Lance of InstanceDB here, the serverless database in under 60 seconds. But we got something really cool with AI to show you. Well, when you're making a POC, and that's why we built InstanceDB, well, imagine being able to create an API and, not having to know anything. Well, as you see, we have no database, right? Well, let's create an API real quick. So let's say create an API that when you visit the endpoint, it makes a new number. Also, store how many times the endpoint was used. Simple as that, just for this, right? Now let's say generate a plan. Boom, it's telling us it should probably use Postgres, right? And it gave us the schema for it. And it told us the endpoints that it wants to create. And they look pretty good to me. And so now you could just take this and run away, right? You don't need to create a database or anything with this. But imagine you could, right? So let's go say, looks good, generate the API. Give it a moment. And what do you know? That's it. Now you'll see that no credentials were given here, right, for security purposes, but if you go to your dashboard, you will see now we have a new API, your database API, your Postgres, the host for it, the port that was just generated for it, last use was just created moments ago at 12:06:31 a.m. And you have the ability to but don't do that yet. Let's first go ahead and create a new folder, right? And let's call it test API, right? So now we need to unzip, right, instadb into test API, right? Oops. Okay, so now let's go to test API, right? We have files here. What does that even mean, right? So in the world of what we've done here, we have now created basically an API, right? So check this out. What if we do npm install, let it install, right? Great. And now let's do the magic, right? Node index. It says we have an API that's running, right? Let's see. And we do. And what do you know? It says, welcome to your instadb generated API. And it tells us right here, this is the routes that we have available. Exactly what it was kind of alluding to, right? We put that in. Boom! And as you see, ID 1, number 1, and the time it was created and all of that. It's automatically generated for you here. So that just goes to show you it was generated. Now, let's go ahead and kill this, right? And so let's see what it's actually happened, right? Let's go ahead and do code routes, see our routes file, counters, right? And we can see, okay, we have the ID and everything here for the routes. That looks good, right? Let's go ahead and go to code index, the main index file. And we see that it's created this, right? We have our entry here. We have our routes, the server that's running. You can, of course, change that port, right? But the other thing is, let's go ahead and go to utils, right? What do we have here? The database that we were connecting to. Already here for us, right? Now, but where is the information of all of this, right? Okay. You're talking about the env file. Well, here you go. We go ahead and told your API that it wants to run on port 3000. This is the database name, the password that's going to be used, the user. Oh, wait a second. That looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes, let's compare. As you see here, the host matches 216, right? Port 32842 matches. And so what happened was InstanceDB, with the create API feature, we allowed you to describe the API that you wanted. We generated it, showed you what database you should use, and then we just created the database for you, did all the scaffolding in the background for you, and did the whole code and everything for you. So all you had to do was npm install and node index.js to run the API. All of the hard work and everything was already done for you. Now, if you want to deploy this API to something like Netlify, AWS, well, that's the next video. And guess what? That is going to be out before July 1st. So come back and take a look at what's going to be new.